Self-acceptance.
Acceptance as well.
Not improvement. So if there was a homeless person, you'd be like, just accept it.
That's not...
Wait.
This is Julian, and I'm here in Portland, Oregon, and let me ask you this. Should you improve yourself, or should you accept yourself? You see, in the self-help and spiritual world, there are these two seemingly paradoxical schools of thought. One school of thought is all about self-improvement, right? Live up to your potential, succeed, go and accomplish things, do more, you can get better, you can learn more, you can accomplish more, crush it. And the other school of thought is, hey, what about accepting yourself? What about honoring who you are, what is you, and letting go of any kind of resistance to being who you are? What about just being you and giving yourself that unconditional love? And it can seem very paradoxical, right? Well, you know, on one hand, I kind of do want to improve, but then what about accepting who I am? Which one is it? And in this video, I asked the people of Portland this very question: self-improvement or self-acceptance? And this is the answer.
Self-improvement.
Self-improvement. I have self-acceptance. I'm very happy with myself.
Self-acceptance.
Self-improvement.
Self-acceptance.
Acceptance.
Self-acceptance.
Improvement.
Self-improvement, I think.
So if there were a homeless person, you would tell them, do better.
No.
No, it's just, I think it's for me, like, I want to grow.
If it was for humanity as a whole, a philosophy of humanity.
Personal thing.
Yeah.
Oh, self-acceptance.
Yeah, self-acceptance, but I also feel like
But would you tell them then, just stay there, don't do better?
No, but I'm just
So self-improvement.
I would tell myself do better. I wouldn't tell anybody else to do.
So you would just walk by and say, do better, and just...
Yeah, no, acceptance.
Had to say it?
Yeah, acceptance. They're in that position. They're in that.
Accept who you are, but try, like, if you're not happy with where you are, try to do better. I don't know.
So you would tell the homeless person, what is this, do better?
I wouldn't say, what is this, do better.
Improve yourself, this sucks.
I would say more improve your mentality, because once you improve...
So your mentality sucks, you idiot.
No, not your mentality sucks, you idiot. There's always room for improvement. Like, you can be a completely normal person and you can always improve. So I think when you improve up here, things open out there. When one door closes, another one opens, and if you are constantly in that mental state of like, my life sucks, your life is gonna suck. You just have to say, okay, my life sucks right now, but how can I see every day as like a chance, an opportunity to do better?
So it's interesting, if you take the whole self-help movement, right, say 20, 30 years ago, even before that, it was really all about self-improvement. That was the whole message, right? It's, hey, go and get yours. Take responsibility, do better. Why are you tolerating, these things in your life? Why are you tolerating these habits within yourself, these people in your life? Have a higher standard, go and crush it. Step it up, do more, accomplish more, be better, be smarter, be more. That was really the whole idea, right? It's like, go and crush it. And it's been interesting in the whole evolution of the self-help movement, where more recently there's a lot more talk about self-acceptance, right? Where you could argue, if you're always trying to improve yourself, what could be at the cause of that? Self-hate, self-resistance, right? I don't like who I am, I don't like my life situation, and out of this self-hate, this self-attack even, I'm going to take action to improve. And the problem with that, of course, is, hey, if you're trying to always improve out of self-hate, self-attack, if that's what's at the cause, the more you try to improve yourself, the more you tell yourself, I hate myself. Now, with this idea of self-acceptance, however, right, which makes sense in this context, if you're only taking self-improvement action out of self-hate, well, why not just start by, accepting yourself? And why are you even taking that action? To feel whole, to feel more fulfilled, to feel complete. Hey, just start there. Give yourself that wholeness, that acceptance, that validation right now. That's really the goal you're after. It does make sense. But this can also be misinterpreted. And what do people do? Well, self-acceptance just means no action, right? If I accept myself fully, why would I improve? The only reason I would improve is if I hate myself. So on the self-improvement side, it leads to people just hooked on self-attack, always needing more. On the self-acceptance side, it leads to people using this idea of self-acceptance to tolerate and to just not do anything, right? Well, I'm not taking action because I just am accepting myself, right? On one side is the hustler, the other one is ultimately the procrastinator. And people will tend to kind of go back and forth, right? Where it's like, well, when I'm accepting, I'm just doing nothing. When I'm self-improving, then I'm doing a lot. And as I mentioned, it seems very paradoxical. But here's the thing. They are actually one and the same. You saw this in the interviews, right? If someone answers self-improvement and only self-improvement, then there's a hole in that. It's like, well, then what are you saying? Just always do better, this is terrible. Oh, okay, well, what about self-acceptance? Well, then what are you saying? You should just accept yourself? It's actually both.
I think they can be both. You kind of have to accept yourself in order to kind of move forward and improve. You can't just always think you're not worthy, or else you kind of don't put in the effort to kind of make yourself better. If that makes any sense.
What would you say to someone then who's like, well, if I accepted myself, why would I improve?
You can accept yourself and it not be a bad thing to continue to improve. You don't have to be at your rock bottom to improve from something. And I think you're always kind of growing in general. So self-acceptance is one of those self-improvements.
Do you think you can self-improve out of love or only out of self-hate?
Definitely out of love, for sure. I think that makes self-improvement a lot easier. It's a lot less of a struggle and a lot less painful. So, yes, absolutely.
So in a way, true self-acceptance and self-improvement are the same.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
True self-acceptance actually is and leads to self-improvement. It's really the place it's coming from, you see? We're conditioned to think self-hate, that's the only motivator to do anything, good for me. It's like, if I don't like this, well, I'm gonna change it out of self-hate because I don't like this. Versus, hey, you know what? This is who I am here right now. I'm going to embrace it and love it, but that also doesn't mean now I'm gonna resist changing, right? Nothing's permanent. But from this place of love and acceptance, you can then have a certain intention. Hey, I'm gonna move in this direction. And every single step of the way, instead of acting on this desperation state, you feel inspired and you just love and embrace every step of the way, right? In this moment right now, can I love and accept myself fully? Yes. Now, perhaps things change a second from now. A second from now, I just clapped. Can I love and embrace myself right now who just clapped? Yes. And that's life, right? You change through life. Nothing's permanent. Don't use self-acceptance to stay stuck and try to make yourself permanent. Self-acceptance does not mean tolerating. It doesn't even mean approving of, but it does mean letting go of that self-hate and shifting your motivational fuel away from desperation and self-attack towards love, and you could say validation, internal validation, and just that fulfillment and inspiration that comes from it. Okay, none of us were ever born to be idle. If you've right now fallen into the extreme self-acceptance and you're just doing nothing, hey, you misinterpreted what self-acceptance is. If you're only on the improvement side and you're just hustling, you've also misinterpreted what true self-improvement is. The way to truly improve is to have that baseline of self-acceptance. So the conclusion is, it's actually both. You can't win if you just answer one or the other. You have to have this true understanding of these ideas, and you have to see past the seemingly paradoxical, oh, is it self-acceptance, self-improvement? It's actually one and the same if interpreted the right way. So I hope this spoke to you. I hope this shed some light on what self-acceptance and self-improvement truly means. I hope the examples too really hammered this point home. If this resonated, click the like button, comment below the part that resonated the most. And of course, if you'd like personal help with this, if you'd like me to coach you personally, click the link below this video and apply for private coaching. And as always, until next time.
Like, this program is such a game changer. The way everything's structured and the material, it's been already, even for me, it's just been, I'm noticing a crazy change in the way that my whole life's like playing out.
What you put together is just incredible. There's nothing like that.
I've just jumped like a million levels. It's just been a complete 180 for my experience of existing. That's awesome.
It's just been so huge in terms of so many of the things I'm finally understanding and realizing and epiphanies I'm having.
What you do is a huge inspiration to me, and I think it's one of the most beautiful things you can give to another human in this entire world.
You saved my life, man. I'm telling you, this is real, man.
Sometimes all it takes is just one person who believes in you. Find people who are where you are in life and model them, work with them. I would not be here if I didn't have people who held me accountable.
Wow. I just felt a click and things are changing.
This program was just top notch.
Seriously, like this is a masterpiece. This is perfect.
Everything, the way it's set up, the live calls, like all the support from the coaches is incredible.
It's been nuts.
I just had my tears of joy.
This was the best decisions I ever made.
Thank you for creating something wonderful like this.
This program was phenomenal.
This program was amazing.
This program has definitely changed my life.
I know for a fact I'm in the right place.
This is exactly what I was expecting from the program.
It's been spectacular.
I feel really lucky to have found you.
Thank you so much, Julien. It's worth every dollar.